Employees are concerned with safety and their employer plays a greater role in this. So having said that, how do companies' decision around the vaccine affect culture?
I mean, this is the major question that we're seeing make headlines every single day when we turn on the news. We're seeing protests, we're seeing mass resignation events, we're seeing word about the White House coming out with a potential mandate any day from OSHA, which is the governing agency, which oversees safety within the workplace. So the answer is there is not a one size fits all that works for every company. It really is case specific. We really have to go in and look at the makeup of the company itself. What does the company do? What do its employees do? Do the employees engage with other people? Are they at a high risk of exposure, not only based on what they do, but based on where they're located as well? So it does take a little bit of an analysis to decide, what safety protocols do we need to implement? What are recommended? What are mandated by law? And all of that takes some careful consulting with not only someone like myself, but also consultants that are knowledgeable in these areas. So safety is certainly a major concern, but decision making around this could be the making or breaking of a mass resignation event, and that's why it's just so important for employers to really get a survey from their employees on what they want, what they're interested in, and what might send them out of the door by losing them through something that's overbearing on them. So it's really critical to engage with your employees on these subjects and understand what their interests are.
To follow up on that question, how should a company prepare for the OSHA rules with regards to the vaccine? And how will the penalties for noncompliance, which seem to be about $14,000, how are companies really going to prepare for this?
So I think it's a major mistake for companies to wait till the very last moment to wait until they're ordered by the government to begin to consider some of these initiatives or consider what's in the pipeline. I think at the very least, if companies have not already instituted their own mandate, which is permissible, they should at least survey their employees to find out who is vaccinated, who is not. What are employees' interests around this? How do they feel about the mandate? Maybe bring in a medical practitioner to just give some guidelines around the vaccine itself, to provide some educational opportunities for employees. Because with this OSHA mandate, which is right now sitting in the White House waiting to be finalized, it's not a matter of if, it's really a matter of when it comes out. And certainly there will be pushback. Certainly there's going to be some major blowback, but don't make that happen in your workplace. I think you should begin to have these discussions, if not yesterday, then today, with your employees, to let them know what's coming. Let them know that there is a mandate, but you're looking into opportunities for things like weekly testing, if that's more viable for the company. Because yes, as you point out, Rachel, there will be penalties, and I believe that the penalties will be pretty high, because for two reasons. Number one, the government's in a deficit. That's a way for the government to bring back some money. And number two, OSHA does not have the resources to send its own investigators to every workplace in America to see that they're in compliance. So there needs to be a high penalty there to be there to deter non-compliance, and also to be forceful if there is, if there is, a company out of compliance. So I think the key takeaway with this is educate your employees now, get a read on how they'll react to this, and begin to take the steps to that you need to be in compliance with what is forthcoming by consulting with someone like me, having an understanding of what is expected, and then begin to prepare for what is coming.
What Adam is saying is 100% accurate. Get ahead of it, right? Tough to manage through because there's many different political views on this. And so company leaders are taking every effort to really ensure that we're hearing our employees, we're listening to them, we're compliant with government requirements and laws, and somewhere in the middle, make some decisions for the organization to really support the initiatives and support our employees. So keep in mind that we are being very mindful on a daily basis as to what action is going to take. But I completely agree with Adam. Get ahead of it and start a plan and a strategy.